right, here we go. I got right here in front of me a good friend of mine who's been doing music for 10 plus years, I think, something like that. I know he's been getting in it for a while. Rapper, hip hop artist, actor. He's getting his thing, getting his groove on with that. Kid Saturday, K.S. the Wolf. How you doing, man? What's going on?
What's going on?
It's been a long time, bro. As far as actually, well, let me say it like this: we go back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna age ourselves.
No,
but
don't do it. Don't do it. Most people don't know my age. They're still guessing.
We're talking, keep them guessing for real. But we definitely go back, and but the crazy thing is that since 2017, I've been keeping up with like the work you've been doing. I mean, it's been going back further before that. But at the same time, you know, you're doing music, and now you're getting into the world of acting and everything. And but of course, we're out here in LA.
Yeah.
But your story starts way before that, just definitely way before that. So we're going to start off from the beginning. So if I remember correctly, you were born in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
That I knew. I was like, okay, like my memory, because what it is, my sister was born in Hawaii, yeah. So
okay. That's right.
So you were born in Hawaii, and you grew up in a military family.
Yeah, relatively the same to you, good sir.
Yeah.
Both my parents, both my real parents met as Marines, and you know that turned into me. And then of course my stepfather, he's also military. So yeah.
Yeah, military upbringing it's interesting because when you were born in, how long were you in Hawaii right after that? Was it not too long after?
3 years, probably.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't much you could really remember during that time.
Nah, I didn't go back until late 20s.
Late 20s? Mm-hmm. Okay, so was it like, did you have family out there? Or
no,
was it...
my family wanted to go, so we took a family trip out there.
Okay, so it was just kind of like an opportunity as far as like you being born there, but kind of like to, see what it's like, during that time.
Yeah, actually be able to experience your homeland and really see what it's all about. It's different when you go as an adult compared to as a kid. You couldn't, even if I stayed there as a kid, I don't think I could have enjoyed it the same way.
That's a good point. Yeah, because when it does come to moving, yeah, especially going back into places that you used to be before, like versus a kid as an adult, it does have a different feel. Mm-hmm. So after you left Hawaii, then that's when you guys moved to North Carolina, correct? Or what happened after that?
Okay, so yeah, we did move to North Carolina because I was there as a kid in elementary school for a little bit, but we left and went to Georgia, I want to say. We were in Georgia for a little bit. We spent some time in Connecticut. I feel like there was somewhere else, but either way, we found ourselves back in North Carolina by the time I was in middle school.
So yeah, so it was like every 2 to 3 years. That's like the basic thing with like, the military upbringing every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
How did it feel to do that as a child? Like, when it comes to making friends and everything like that?
I think sometimes there's highs and lows, because being the new kid in school, it's kind of cool, and you're hoping, you kind of gauge the room. And you're like, okay, people see me as this mysterious guy. Let me keep that persona for a while, so you stay quiet a little longer. But then the cons are like constantly leaving good friends and having to make new friends. And I don't know, you eventually get used to it, but it gets tough until it starts to become nothing or your family stop moving and you can grow up with some people.
That's a good point. Because because I think the good thing about it too is, like you said, as far as like you have the opportunity every time you go someplace new to kind of case the room. It's like you almost it's good to have that new beginning every once in a while when you go somewhere, go to a different place. You feel that kind of was the easy part about
I didn't mind because you make a mistake even as a kid, or you say something dumb or get in trouble in school. It's okay to start over. You don't mind that. And even as an adult, we all try to start over sometimes, our New Year's resolutions or whatever. But as a kid, once you move, it's a chance for you to kind of leave some old things in the past, try and start over again.
That's a good point.
Begin anew.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I know I felt like that definitely around the time like when, because again, I don't want to age ourselves, but when we met
76.
76. I don't know where that was. No. Not that old. I got grades, but not that great. But at that time, because I know for me, when having the same upbringing that way, you get the new beginnings, but then you have that pain as far as leaving things behind is also there too. Would you say it was Did you say you had that kind of pain in a sense when it came to leaving things behind versus also like a new beginning, or was it just one of the other or something like that?
As a kid.
Yeah, as a kid or during that, because it's a huge adjustment.
Yeah, but I don't think I had so many woes. I didn't have a lot of things I was carrying at that time. So you're more just leaving behind friends. I think that's the heaviest thing that you have to learn to live with. But anything else, it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel as heavy.
Absolutely, for real. As you were growing up, what kind of things were you getting into? Because I remember back then, you was always like, it's like going outside, hanging
Yeah,
around, like, back.
same block, same neighborhood, everything, man.
So what were you like getting into?
If not hanging with you sometimes, right over. You had the basketball. You had the little court, didn't you? And your pops was out there.
I did. And yeah, it was in the backyard. That was
Not
where
that
we
I
hung
could
out at.
shoot. Not that. Yeah, I learned that early enough. But honestly, I think if I wasn't outside, then the creative side of me was in my little house with my family, kind of drawing up my own stories sometimes.
Yeah, that was definitely something I noticed. I mean, back then, hanging with you, you were always kind of like in the creative thing. Was it that like, especially when it comes to music? Music and comics were the thing.
Comics, heavily.
Was
Sure.
it? Do you think that? I mean, of course, like with what you have going on now with the albums now and everything, would you say that had like an influence on like your creative process as far as from your childhood and doing those things?
Yeah, because it's not that I was trying to escape my childhood or anything. Nothing was bad about my childhood, but you get lost in things. And for me, it was the comics, and the music, of course. My mom played good music around the house. Most black mothers do. It just comes with the territory. So she played good music, opened me up to a lot of different, eclectic sounds. And at the same time, I'm in my own world reading about Magneto trying to take over while Otis Redding is playing in the background. These two dynamics, they can mesh, and you can see this world where it all makes sense. It all exists. And I think even outside of those two kind of combining like that, comics took me to a place where I felt comfortable enough to be myself and be just openly like different. Try and experience different things in the world and try, my hand at just creative outlets.